right, guys, let's build module 3. So here is what Grok 8, module 3, AI and everyday tools. Welcome, section 1, your daily flow. Did you know that average person interacts with AI-powered tools over 10 times a day without even realizing it? Yep. Key concepts. Okay, good. All right. So section 3, case study, clickable diagram. Okay, quiz. All right, awesome. Wrap up and fun challenge. Okay, so the only thing is at the end here, I don't really like this download AI tool sheet. We're going to create that at the end and make it and we're going to make it just as a page. So let's copy this. We're going to go to V0 and we're going to say, all right, cool. All right, so I hope our context window isn't too long here. Okay, so we're going to say, okay, I'm ready to build module 3. Here we know that we will need to create new module 3 page. Here are activities for you to build. We're going to remind asterisk, going to say please keep similar styling and functions from previous modules. Okay. Oops. We're going to make it stop because I did not copy and paste. Oh, there it is. Okay. So V0 is thinking. All right. So perfect. Let me create module 3 with theme styling. Amazing. All right. So, oh, I forgot to take out the PDF thing. Anyways, all right. So if we go back to, all right. So we have our, so this will be our thumbnail, and essentially we will create this. We're going to use this as our introduction to the micro course. So let's say this, for above image, can you please see if it will do it. Please add following text at the bottom of the image. All right, so AI fundamentals for non-technical teams, eLearning micro, a new micro course, eLearning micro course. Let's see if it will create our image. Let's check back. Yep, so V0 is still thinking. So here you'll notice that app is our entire app that is building. And then we have module 3, and then we have a page. So in other words, we kind of have our home screen page text file, then we have module 2, module 3, and then each module will get its own kind of a folder with its own page tsx file. All right, so okay, so I think we can live with this for just vibe coding and not really trying to get too technical into graphic horsey here. You've noticed that we actually haven't incorporated any images here. In a lot of micro courses, there's like images and diagrams. We're kind of just going straight with text and emojis. And honestly, I really can't say that I'm finding this not engaging enough because it's lacking images. I think it's actually kind of nice just to have an image and text kind of course. And again, just it wouldn't be very difficult, especially if we upgrade in V0. I think we can just create and have it make images right in here. And then also that just makes it so much easier because then it creates a folder for you with all the stuff. Again, we're in module 1. Here is our code. All right. Okay. So let's see. eLearning course. All right. I think we're going to download this, and this is going to be our kind of our home screen. We're going to add a button to start the course, but we'll do that at the end. So we have our kind of thumbnail. So all right, let's see what happens here. Let's actually ask. I'm wondering, can I skip ahead to module 3 for testing. And we're going to say right now I have to complete modules 1 and 2, and it's time consuming. And we're going to again ask it, how can we build the course without having to complete each module. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so again, we're not just telling AI what to do here with Zero, we're really trying to work with it, and that's when you'll get best results. One of the things that I found really to give great results is when you ask it questions, even just out of curiosity, hey, how does this work? Can we improve this? And you really just kind of probe it. It comes up with things I have no idea existed. So it says, great question. Let me add a developer mode that allows you to skip directly to any module for testing purposes. It'll save you tons of time during development. Fantastic. So now that I know, right, we can just do a developer mode that will allow us to skip ahead. And then I guess we will just turn that developer mode off. All right, so this is interesting, right? Instead of just adding a feature, it seems like it's completely recreating module 3. And again, I think this is just how these AI tools work, but it is what it is. We're gonna see how this is. All right. So let's see, where is our, okay, awesome. So we're gonna rename this as AI fundamentals thumbnail. All right, and we're going to move it into our desktop folder. All right, awesome. So let's see how our developer mode is going. Okay. All right, while it's generating, let's look ahead. Module 4, we have AI in your organization, and then module 5, right? We'll have just 5 modules. Okay. So let's see. All right, there we go. Awesome. So let's see. Great question. It had a developer mode. Now let me also create a simple navigation page so you can jump between modules easily. Okay. So here it says you're running low on credits, upgrade plans. So hopefully we can finish this without upgrading, but if we do, okay. And if you notice this little symbol here, so this is a React, a JavaScript symbol, and React was created by Facebook, now Meta, basically to really kind of improve the web capability of apps and websites and mobile as well. There's also React native for mobile app development and React for web, and Next.js, which is by V0, is really created by that. Let's see. It says, okay. All right, so let's see, access. Now you can access developer navigation by going to in your browser /dev, jump to module 3 from dev page. Okay, let's see, does it mean /dev? Nope, that's not what it means. Okay. So let me see code. Okay. Does it mean this? Okay. Okay, so I see that the extension here is dev. This way you can test module 3 immediately without having to go 3. Okay. Okay, so I've never done this before. Oh, here we go. This is the browser, I believe, dev. Okay. No page, dev can be detected. Okay. /dev. Okay. Where do I put /dev? And then let's put screenshot. So using screenshots Where are my, oh, desktop, there we go. All right. So, right, so is it, because it doesn't seem, so this is our project. Perfect, you need to create the dev route in your Next.js app structure. Okay, so this is really, so this is again where AI is not perfect, right? So here it says I can develop, but go into this dev page, but it didn't create it. So let's see if it created it now. Okay. So I think we're in the, okay. Aha. Awesome. Okay, so basically we're missing, let's see, what is this? Okay, perfect. We now need to, so it basically just assumed that we would create that, but anyways, okay, app structure. Here's our file structure. So we have a router. Router just tells which pages are where. So this is, we have dev, module 2, module 3. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so it says quick access to the module for test and development. Here's the problem. I can't. Okay. Jump modules. Yeah, in the module, click show developer mode. Okay, so I'm here. This is very interesting. Access develop navigation, jump to modules, click on any module to go directly there. Okay, so again, it's nothing happens when I click on module. So most likely just it failed to know that it needs to add like a clickable event, right? When you click on a module, it goes there. Click on modules, nothing happens. Are we missing click events in dev mode? Okay, let's see. Most likely it's going to say yes. So this is great. So basically we created a, you're absolutely right. The dev navigation page is missing the click handlers. Yep. Okay. So this shouldn't take too long. All right. Right, so when you're developing things that are more than one page or one website, it's good to know that we could have a dev mode here in V0. All right. And again, nothing is happening. All right, so module 3, module 2. Okay, so, okay. Okay, so, okay. Still nothing happens. So the modules do get highlighted. You notice how this shadow changes, the drop shadow at the bottom here? So it knows. Okay, so again, this is really annoying. We have the same issue that these buttons keep being styled where we can't see them. Okay, okay, I know the issue. Same as before, the buttons are white, text on white background. Okay, you, the machine, can see them, but I, human, cannot. We're getting feisty with it because, so this is very silly. It's made this mistake literally what, every module. So you're absolutely right. So maybe if I was a more experienced developer, I would probably just go to our code and find where it's just automatically styling it white on white or basically transparent. But I'm not a developer. I know coding and I know some things, but I'm constantly learning. So if I really knew what I was doing engineering wise as coding, I would probably know, oh, I just have to do this. And again, this is where AI does not replace actual engineers and actual coders and developers because um, it's pretty dumb. However, 5 to 10 years from now, I think the software jobs will drastically change, but it's going to take some time. So this entire AI field, especially with coding and building, is very, 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 very fresh. All right, we're going to go to a dev. Okay. So again, it's unfortunately it's okay. It hasn't fixed it. Okay, same thing is happening. Okay. Now, in all honesty, I could probably just ignore this and know that the button is there, but that's really just bad design to have a button there with like, and it's not visible. Okay. So maybe it just didn't fix it in the right place. Anyways. All right. It's thinking. All right, so while it's thinking, and hopefully we can fix that. So we're working on module 3. Let's give Grok. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so this is done. Close. Okay, great. Let's push module 4. All right. Okay. All right. So I have module 3, right? Module 3. All right. Module 4. Section 1 arrow. Right. Yep. So 30%. Yep. So not only is AI helping people be more productive, the interesting thing is that because developing and everything really is becoming a lot easier, and it does a lot of the hard labor for you. You kind of what it opens up is a lot of things that just would never be resource worthy as far as time and money and personnel. Now all of a sudden you could have something that just wasn't feasible from resources wise. Now you could approach perfect. All right, good. You could really start doing things for smaller projects that just was never cost effective before. So so it's not just a productivity thing. It's also the more things can have solutions built for it, the happier people will be at work. The just better results you'll have in general. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's just test this module 1. Okay, great. Okay, so we need to go back again to our dev environment, our dev page. Module 2. All right, module 3. Okay. Module 3. Okay, great. Okay, so now okay, so show developer mode. Okay, awesome. So, and I guess we'll take that out later. All right, so, okay. All right, so did you, daily flow, silent partner, did you know? Okay, email, entertainment, yep. So the funny thing with YouTube is, and even Google search, the majority of how it finds relevant videos is actual word search, but there's an element as far as that is, I believe it's called Vertex AI, where it searches based on meaning. So it assigns words a particular numerical meaning, and then it puts that into the search. But even still, it's not 100% AI. When you do Google search or YouTube search, it still uses old school words search, and basically like this is what the user is searching for, this is what we'll give them instead of actual meaning by using AI. But we're definitely, I think, moving in that direction where it's gonna be more and more AI. Amazon, yep, suggest projects, price comparison tools, chatbots, yep, navigation. Okay, awesome. I see AI everywhere. Okay, very clever. Okay, Section 2, let's break it down. Data inputs, examples, training models. Okay. Outputs. Okay. So a lot of reading. Okay, so maybe one should just say in Gmail or in like Netflix. I understand AI tools. Okay, so here we have interactive case study. Okay, so the cause that might explain help bots poor performance at possible costs. Okay, help bot receives 100 messages daily, answering it automatically. How to reset my password? 20% flagged as human review. Recently, some customer complained how about gave irrelevant answers. Okay, select all causes that might help explained. Unclear, untrained model, poor data inputs. Let's go with that. Okay. Select best solution to help improve training data, add user feedback options. Let's see. Okay. All right. Good. Unclear queries. Okay. Yeah, but vague questions. I mean, yes, but you know. Okay. So okay. Try again. All right. So untrained data inputs, add user feedback, improve. Okay, so until I got everything right, it didn't let me go on, but that's fine because you can retake it. Okay, clickable diagram, how a process work. Step 1. I love this. Cool. Can't see undo it. Okay. Training models. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. I'm understanding how AI works. Yay. Okay. Good. Module 3, AI tools. Okay. Quiz. What is the first step in the AI tool process? Training. I want to say training models. Nope. Okay. Data inputs. Try again. Okay. All right. Data inputs. Yay. Okay. Which tool uses AI to suggest movies? Netflix. Okay. How can you improve AI's tool output? Ignore better training data, less data. Training data. Yes. Data. Okay. All right. Wrap up on challenge. Okay. Pick a tool used daily to. Oh, this is cool. Pick a tool you use daily and suggest one way to improve it. With its improve its AI. Share your data idea with a colleague. Select tool. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Netflix recommendations. Use length of movies to watch for recommendations. Let's see what happens. Recommendations. Complete module 3. Okay. All right. Module 4. Okay. So we're going to have module 4. Great. All right. Let's keep going. We have module 4. All right. Good. We're going to copy. Vercel. Great. Let's build module 4. All right. Good. So, Ooh, okay. So this is where we have hit our limit. Okay, so free. Okay, we're just going to upgrade because we need to finish this. Okay. All right. I'm just going to cut this out, but so I'm going to cut this out from the video, but
maybe if you call them rescue kids instead of foster kids, more people get into it, and then we'll look out on the seminar.
All right, we're back. We did hit our free limit. So as I suspected, we were not able to build this entire 5-module course with the free plan, but it's $20 a month for something that you use quite a lot. I think it's worth every penny. So we are going to go ahead and continue to build module 4. We're going to try to build 4 and 5 within this one video to really just get things going. All right, so while this is building, we are going to give Grok our module 5 to bang out. I know it's not going to take that long, but okay. Great, please build module 5. Okay. All right, so Grok is building. So I wonder now also if now that we're on a personal plan, I wonder if we're going to be able to build a little bit faster. All right, so we have our app, dev. So really we should, oh no, this is our page that has the all of the modules. So we could just be in dev mode. Our page here, this is our module 1. I wonder if we should just create a folder that says module 1, module 2, just to keep it consistent. So with that folder, after it builds this, we're gonna see if we could do that. Although it really doesn't matter. We're vibe coding, and it's kind of like we're not supposed to look at code, but we are. So we'll see. Okay, let's take a look at module 5. All right, feature of AI and your role. Welcome to module 5. Congratulations. Okay, section 1, feature is now AI is advancing fast. Smash self-driving cars, personal healthcare. Okay, very good. Yep. So that's something I've heard quite a lot, is that if we increase productivity and if everyone can get more done, we can grow the economy, we can be more productive as a society. Could we just go to a 4-day weekend globally, which would be awesome. I think that would be a fantastic result of AI if everyone can just work less and have better lifestyles and better just honestly health. That would be amazing. I can't wait for that to happen. So hopefully this happens soon. 4-day, I would love to have a 4-day weekend. Key concepts, okay, great. I think we might suggest to say this to make like flip cards, because we haven't seen them since module 1. We have a quiz, downloadable glossary. We might change this from downloadable to just kind of here's a glossary. Wrap up and fun challenge. Okay, so I think we're going to suggest some fun activities here. All right, so still building. Fantastic, fantastic. So this is code. Yeah, something really cool is that on the web, you can pretty much build almost any visual element with just actual code. So for example, you could create a flame. I saw a video of a flame created just with HTML and CSS, which is kind of like the building blocks of web pages, how you style them and what gets displayed. It's really cool that you could really just say, hey, draw a circle here, make it do this, make it animate. You could create some pretty incredible things. All right, module 4. Hopefully, again, we're going to go to our dev environment now. We're going to click dev here. All right, so we're going to go. Okay, so we need to please update our dev page to include module 4. All right, so again, it just, if it's module 3, we have module 4, so it didn't include, it built the page for us, but it didn't include the dev page environment. So not a big deal. All right, version 32. Yeah, this gets fast quickly. Okay, so all right, awesome. Dev module 4. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Module 4. Okay. Fantastic. Fun fact. Okay. Retail manufacturing. I see as potential. I love how leading this is. What did it say? Okay. I understand. Okay. Oh, this is section 2. Opportunities. Provide insights. Yep. Customer service. Yep. Yeah. Issues like, yep, data privacy, cost resistance, slow adoption, planning teamwork. Right. Good. And honestly, this adoption, I think the biggest obstacle in organizations really is just training. And instead of trying to convince people, just train and show people what it can do and how it can make their lives better. Right? If you have to do less hard work and you can be more productive, and just your quality of life should go up because your job becomes way more just fun, right? Are collaborating with AI teams. Perfect. What's one task in your job that AI could enhance? So another way to rephrase this, and this is something that I know a professor at Stanford that teaches AI when he works with organizations. one of the questions he asks individuals is he asked, what is the one part of your job that you absolutely hate? And chances are there's a way to make um, the part of your job that you absolutely just dread and hate, that takes the most work and just like the most boring thing, you could probably do a large portion of it, if not all, with AI. And then that professor mentioned that he worked with the park service and there was something about scheduling or whatever that the manager at a particular park hated. So with AI, they built an actual like software solution. He just vibe coded it himself. And then it was so good at saving time and resources that the rest of the park service started using it, which is really quite incredible. All right, so we got the section. Okay. All right. Section 3, scenario-based activity. Reorder price popular product based on sales data. However, in your computer, just launch a similar item and customer shipping preferences. You might decide. Okay, so AI is suggesting reorder based on sales, but we have competitor and customers are shifting preferences. Your team must decide: approve as recommendation, adjust the order, monitor impact, reject as suggestion, rely on manual checks. Actually, this is kind of tricky. So again, this is where I would honestly. So correct answer. Correct answer is B, and monitor impact. Okay, try again. Let's see. Okay. If the correct answer is B, why did it set it green? Okay. Okay. All right. In scenario, I can't spell scenario 3 of module. This is 4, right? Module 4. Okay. I answered incorrectly, but result was shown in green. If correct answer is B, A and C should be red. No. So again, right, I answered C. Absolutely right. The bug in the feedback display, when someone asks correctly, the feedback should be red, yellow, not green. Let me fix this incorrectly, right? So again, you have to check really just every step of whatever AI is building for you. It does really, like, a human would never make this mistake, right? A human would never make a button that can't be seen. A human really just like these are the things that you have to expect from AI to mess up, and you really just have to work with it. All right, so let's see now. Module 5. Did we? I think we did this correctly, right? All right, so why is this still here? Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. All right. So we have module 5. We're going to copy this. Hopefully we will fly through module 4. And it'd be great to just wrap this up. This is going much faster than anticipated. So let's see. Again, we're going to go to dev. We're going to go to module 4. All right. I see its potential. Okay, I understand. All right. Let's do A. Okay, got it. Try again. Let's just C. Okay. Awesome. B. And I love that it gives feedback for all of it. Okay, awesome. Okay. Time to think big. All right. How might AI in the department schedule? All right. So this is where I would put, this is where I would just really kind of put like whatever parts of the job that you hate, AI can most likely at least alleviate some of that stress and hard work into fun work. So let's see. Just boring data entry. Let's say that entry and scheduling. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. What challenges might arise? So this is something where if you're HR, you might ask things like this and have it pinged to a database where you save it, and you could have it totally anonymous. But you could start collecting data from onboarding like this, where people are just kind of like, hey, like, what do you think would improve? Whether it's a new employee or ongoing employee, like feedback and data really is key. And once you have feedback and data, and then you can process it with data analytics. That really is super powerful because you could actually see what the team on the ground and the frontline workers are saying. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. You can actually, okay. Custom inquiry report generation data analysis. Okay, good. What challenges might arise? Common challenges. Okay, employee cost and budget. Data privacy integration. There we go. Let's see that. Reflection. Okay, awesome. Next section. Okay, we'll have a quiz. And I think this is our penultimate section. 4 of 6 completed. Okay, good. All human jobs. Okay, so obviously not eliminate all human jobs. Automated predator tasks, ignore customers. Automating, yep, 100%. What common AI adoption challenge? Too much data privacy. Implementation costs. Yep. Let's see if it again. Okay, good. So it does give us incorrect. Good. So it gives us incorrect. Awesome. Next section. Okay. What we learned, identify processes. Great. I love that it says what we learned, right? Kind of what we covered. What are the next steps? Okay. Eight. Oh my gosh. Design an AI Dream Team badge. Innovators instead of aiders. AI aiders. Okay. Congratulations, innovators. Okay, module 5. Okay, good. All right, and we did not. Next section part. Okay, so we did not create module 5. Here is our module 5. Okay, and we're going to go to Vercel. Let's build module 5. Let's add it to our dev page. Okay, and here's we're going to copy. And here's what we're going to take out some things. So I think we're going to do section 2. We're going to do this. Let's make this section of cards. Okay. And then a quiz. Okay. So instead of, we're going to say just AI glossary and resource list. Okay. And we're going to say, please create an AI glossary based on this course and include some generally accepted resources for AI. Okay. Boom. Let's see what it does. Okay, so we gave it what to do. It's going to process now, and it's going to create this, which is fantastic. So we're getting close. This is very exciting. Now, let's talk some issues. So obviously this is taking way longer than if you were to just build this particular rise, right? From just having to kind of style everything, to build everything, deal with buttons not showing up, things like that. Obviously, Articulate Rise solves all that for you. The cool thing here is that you can really just you can do a lot of like different functionality. So like, for example, Articulate Rise, although it uses AI to like you can create an image, and that makes it really easy. There's not really a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? There's not a lot of like interactivity that you can build or add that it doesn't just have built in. So because you're building this from scratch, and like, let's say we have an idea for I want the flip cards to be a certain way, or I want like if I click on this button for this thing to pop out, or this thing to take me to a different page or picture, you can kind of create this, right? Because this is from scratch, and anything, sky's the limit. And a lot of times, you can even work with AI. You could say, hey, I want to make this more dynamic, more interesting, or just I want to use an innovative feature. What are my options for, presenting this material? And you can work with it. And I think after going back and forth, you could really come up with something truly special and unique. One of the biggest things with corporate training is just like it's another just click through presentation, and it's very boring. So I think anytime we can kind of change and innovate and do things differently, it would just, I think, be pleasantly received by majority of people because it's just something different, right? It's not something that same old, same old. So that's the reason why you might want to do this. This is being recorded. We're doing this in June of 2025. I imagine that as quickly as 3 months from now, a lot of these steps are going to be improved and a lot easier, and you could probably build something similar to this with way less prompts and way less bugs. And I believe in a year from now, we could probably just, as long as we have a um, well-prompted directions to AI, it can probably do this way faster. All right, module 5, here we go. Module 5. All right, section 1, the future is now. Oh, how true. Okay. Yep, it's crazy fast. Yeah, crazy fast. Yep, I already said that, but we'll just leave it in here. Okay, I feel like a lot of this is, okay, cool, awesome. This is cool, right? So like really high color sphere, high visibility. Okay, responsible AI practice. Okay, staying ethical means advocating for fairness, transparency. Yep, absolutely. Generative revolution. Yeah, it can create a lot of content. Remember that again, we spoke in module 1 is that the GPT in ChatGPT stands for generative pre-trained transformer. So transformer is the type of architecture for this AI. It's not a neural net; it's a transformer architecture. And the generatives, they can generate things based on old data and training. And pre-trained just means that it basically just learned in a lot of data. All right, so ethics and regulation, laws, guidelines, fair, transparent. Yep, human AI collaboration. Okay, yep. What AI trend excites you the most? Probably 4-day weekend. Here we come. All right, knowledge quiz. Okay. All right. What is AI's future trend? Slower internet speeds. Explanation. Okay. Oh, that's kind of stupid. Why is responsible AI important? Confuse users. Okay. Yep. Informed, ignore new developments, taking courses and reading updates. Okay. Okay, that was kind of silly. All right. Next section. Okay. Glossary. So that's kind of cool. So cap off your learning. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it just basically downloads a text file. Let's take a look. So what did it do here? Okay, cool. So it's basically just a text file. That's really cool. All right, excellent. Fantastic. Okay, and also we have it here. Resource list. Okay, let's see. Articles. Yep. OpenAI. Yep. Google AI Bot. Microsoft AI. IBM Ethics Board. Cool. Okay. Learning platforms. Coursera. 100%. Love Coursera. edX, Khan Academy. LinkedIn Learning. Yep. All fantastic. Yep. MIT Technology Review. Yep. VentureBeat. AI News. All right. Ethics. Fantastic. All right. Let's see. Let's download this and let's see what happens. Okay, same thing, right? So basically just a text file. Nice. All right. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have my resources. Okay. Next section. Okay. Wrap up and fun challenge. Okay. What is the fun challenge? Okay. Oh, this is okay. Describe how I enhance your team in 5 years. AI assistant ally. Share with pride. Okay. Smart analytics partner. Okay. Let's go with that. Complete my journey. Oh my gosh. Final celebration. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Revisit a new module. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. All right, let's go to the end. I was just going to see if we'll let me go. Yep, go on. My resources, mark is complete. Next section, complete my journey. Next section. Okay, so course complete. Okay. So I think, okay, I think this is pretty much done. All right, this is done. What we need to do is at the end of a course complete, can we gray out next section button at the bottom of the screen? It's the end. there is no next section. Okay, so it should fix this. That's pretty easy. Revisiting your module. So I think what we'll do is we're going to ask it to, let me fix that update, navigation. Okay. So this is pretty much it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a kind of landing page for the course with a start course button using the image that Grok has created for us. We're going to deploy. So we're going to publish, deploy to Vercel. And also I will show you the steps for how to get this to GitHub and basically work from GitHub, where you can actually, let's say you wanted to integrate images or you want to change it in part of the course. It basically connects to GitHub, and Git is basically version control. And the reason that it's called Git is quite silly. The person who developed Git, forget who it is. It's the same person that created Linux. I think it's Torvalds is his name. Anyway, so a Git in England, I think, means like a silly person or something, and he just wanted to, because that was one of his nicknames, he named it Git. And Linux is actually misspelled his name. I think it's Linus Torvalds is, I believe, the programmer, the developer, the software engineer who created Linux. His name is Linus. Anyways, and he called it Linux after himself, and Git was one of his nicknames that he called it Git. But basically, GitHub is a hub for Git, which is version control, where you get to save. You know how like you basically save or auto save a document. Git is that for software, where as you work and you can work on features, and then you can integrate those features once they've been proven to work perfectly. All right, so let's see. Let's go to our dev environment. Let's go to our module 5. Okay. Okay, so this is a problem. Okay. So so we have a problem. We're problem solving problem. Now the button shows course complete, and I can't go to next section. Can we change course complete and gray button only after course is in fact complete and user clicked course complete button, whatever that button was. So again, a human would never make this error. This is a very common AI issue. It does things and it doesn't quite understand the totality. Right? So you're absolutely right. The button should only show after course complete, grayed out after the user actually let me fix this logic. All right, so let's see. I believe I have our I have it in AI fundamentals. All right, here we go. Here's our JPEG. So we're going to ask it to incorporate it into, after it fixes the end button, we're going to ask it to incorporate into, it's going to ask us to incorporate into the very beginning. All right. So while this is thinking, we're going to publish this to Vercel. Well, we're on Vercel, but we're going to publish this to an actual web, and it's going to give us essentially like a project.vercel.app web URL, which is really cool. If we push it to GitHub, okay, all right, so let's see, hopefully. Okay, so mark is complete. Okay, so module 1 still works, great. Let's go to our dev page. Let's go to module 5. Hopefully it fixed. Okay, excellent, I'm ready. Okay, fantastic. Let's quickly run through this, make sure that, all right. My resources. Okay, so all right. Okay, course complete, amazing. And then revisit, and it takes us back to our dev tool. Amazing. Okay, awesome. Okay, so module 1. Okay, so fantastic. I now want to create a landing page, please put that at the very beginning of the course on module 1 and add button start course. All right, we're going to add upload from computer. We're going to find our, so this is AI fundamentals. Here's our thumbnail. All right. Please, I'm going to be specific. Please use my JPEG. And let's see how it styles this, and let's see what it does. All right, so it's thinking. All right, so we're so close. Yeah, honestly, this is really cool. This is a lot of fun. You know, to kind of build something from scratch, it's really neat. You know, and it definitely looks very different. So if I were to take this course, I would definitely think, you know, this is a little bit different than what I usually see at the workplace. I think it's kind of cool to just have different styles and different approaches to things. So I don't think it's totally stupid to vibe code this from scratch, but I think obviously, you know, if you're at a job, would you do this if you could just do a much faster articulate-rise version? Probably not. That most likely would be viewed as a waste of resources, unless there's a particular reason to, you know, build this from scratch without perhaps you need some functionality that just can't be done in resources that already exist. But this is definitely taking a lot longer than any courses I've ever created. So let's see. All right, so that's the outline. All right, so we can close this. We don't need this anymore. All right, Grok. We have our thumbnail. I'm trying to think, do we need Grok for anything else? I don't think so. I think Grok is good. All right, so all right, so we're gonna close Grok. All right. While it's thinking, we're gonna go to GitHub. All right. We're going to, while this is thinking, so we're gonna do a couple of things. So we're gonna download all of this code to have as a backup, and then we're gonna push it to, GitHub, and then we're gonna publish right now. And let's see, we're in GitHub. We're gonna do new repository. All right, so our repository is going to be, let's see, what do we call our folder here? Desktop. All right, AI fundamentals. Let's do that. Okay. All right, so we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, that's just cool. So it actually created like a whole intro page. All right, so here's our image. Welcome to AI Fundamentals. Discover the world of artificial intelligence for non-technical teams. Build confidence concepts. Awesome. Okay, self-paced. Okay, 5 comprehensive modules. Non-technical focus. Love that. What you learn. Okay, so this is actually great. So it kind of really gives us a roadmap. Ready to begin. Start course. All right, fantastic. Okay, this is great. All right, so we're now going to publish, and let's do the following. We're going to, let me stop this recording and just make a new video for publishing and getting everything online.